Dear students, in the last session I was discussing regarding the concept of directing. In that, at the last I have said what are the different elements of directing, alva. So directing andre enu, it is nothing but it is instructing, guiding and motivating the employees to work towards the organization, and it is one of the important aspect, because any organization for that matter, only when the manager gives the proper direction, then only the employees can efficiently work in the organization. Hope you are clear with that. And in that I have said there are 4 elements in directing. Okay, the manager, he should know what are the different things that he has to learn, or the 4 things that helps to guide or that helps to direct the employees. In that we have 4 elements in directing, that is supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. Okay, so these are the 4 elements, because any manager in any organization, so he should always supervise the employees, he has to instruct the employees and he has to motivate the employees, he should have the good leadership skill as well as he should have the good communication, then only he can effectively give the direction, only then the effective action will take place from the side of the employees. Okay, in today's session I will take up the different elements of directing. In that I will start up with the supervision. Okay, so elements of directing, in that we have first one is supervision. So it is most familiar word alva, eldrigu kuda gottide. In examination hall we can find, so there will be a supervisor. Okay, so what they will do is they will see whether the students are copying or in another bere activities galagtada, so they will monitor the whole class. Here too, in an organization, the manager, he has to monitor the activities of the employees. Okay, so the first element we are going to discuss is supervision. So what is supervision? Yes, supervision, it is the process of guiding the efforts of the employees and other resources. So we have to see it is the process of guiding the efforts of the employees, because the employees they will be not knowing what to do, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಕೆಲಸಗಳೇನು. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್, they will be allotted with some number of employees. So the supervisor here, what he will do, he will guide the efforts of the employees, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, and other resources, what are the resources required by that employees to achieve the particular objective. So that will be also assembled together. So here the manager, he will guide the efforts of the employees and other resources. Why? Mainly to achieve the objectives of the organization. So supervision is nothing but it is a process of guiding the efforts of the employees and other resources to achieve the objectives of the organization, because each and every organization is established to achieve one or other objective, and that objectives can be achieved only with the proper direction, and in that direction we have the first element, that is supervision. So in supervision, the manager, he will guide the efforts of the employees. So what has to be done, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, and what are the necessary resources required for that too will be assembled, and finally with the efforts of the employees and with the required resources, they can togetherly it will help to achieve the objectives of the organization. Okay, so hope you are clear with the concept of supervision. Okay, so it's a process of guiding the efforts of the employees, what has to be done by the employees, that will be said here, that it will be guided, and the other resources, what are the necessary resources required to do the particular work, that will be also assembled, and finally it will help to achieve the objectives of the organization. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, next let us see what are the importance of supervision. Supervision na importance enu, or you can even say what are the role played by the supervisors. Okay, so what are the role played by the supervisors? Yes, now let us see, or let us discuss it one by one. See, importance of supervision, or you can also say it as role played by the supervisor. Yes, first one, supervisor maintains friendly relationship. Okay, so in an organization, the supervisor, usually what they will do, the supervisor will have a friendly relationship with the employees because he has to take them into the confidence ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ have a good friendly relationship with the employees so that the employees they will follow their supervisor. They andre the supervisor himself, he will be the leader for the employees. So with the good leadership skill, if the supervisor maintains the friendly relationship, so obviously what happens is it helps the supervisors to get the work done easily from the employees. So here what is the role played by the supervisor, or what is the importance of the supervision is, first of all, in supervision they will maintain the good and friendly relationship with the employees in the organization. Andre too friendly antalla, but in order to get the work done he should maintain a good and healthy relationship with the employees. Hope you are getting with this. So that is, the supervisor maintains the friendly relationship. Next is, supervisor acts as a link between workers and management. It is true, right? Yakandre there are various levels in the organization: top level, middle level, lower level. Okay, so the employees, whoever working in the lower level, they cannot directly approach the top management. Here the supervisor, what he will do, he will act as a link between the top management, okay, and the workers. So whatever the information or whatever the problems of the workers, okay, so the whatever the problems discussed by the workers will be said by the by the supervisors to the management, and whatever the instructions given by the management, that will be conveyed in the same manner to the workers by the supervisor. So here he acts as a link between the workers as well as the managers. Okay, sorry, management. Hope you are clear with this. So ಒಂದು middleman ಆಗಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. He acts as a link between the workers as well as the management, because there is a huge gap to communicate, and whatever has to be communicated by the management to the workers, or vice versa, from the workers to the management, it will be communicated with the help of supervisors. So that is one of the important aspect. Okay, next is, supervisors maintains group unity among the workers. Group unity, which is very much important. When the people are working in a group, if just imagine if there is no unity, what happens? Yes, so there arises a conflicts, right? So avravara madhyadalli jagala aglik sadhyate, because employees, there will be from the various places, the taste preference, it varies from person to person, the expectation, everything varies. But here the supervisor, what he will do, he will maintain, he will try to maintain, because he supervises the whole group, he will convince them, he will tell them what is the importance of what are the things that has to be done by us. If you want to achieve that, there should be unity among us. Likewise, he will convince the workers. So here he will try to maintain the group unity among the workers, because just imagine if there is no supervisors, what happens? The employees, they will do the work by their own. Avrige ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ what I want to say is, the supervisors, he will convince them, and he will always make them into a group. ಅವರನ್ನೊಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಯೂನಿಟಿ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ small groups, obviously in a whole also we can expect this unity among the workers. So here supervisors, he helps to maintain the group unity among the workers. Okay, next is supervisor or supervisor ensures performance of the work by setting the target. Not only ಅವರು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, again he will ensure the performance, he will assure the performance, he will see the performance of the each and every employee, how? By setting the target. Here the supervisor, his work is to guide the efforts of the employees. Likewise here the supervisor, he will assign the task to the employees, and accordingly not only assigning the task, With that, he will see whether the objective or the target given is achieved. Adannu kuda nodtare. So here the supervisor, he will assign the work, he will give the particular work, and he will ensure at the meantime he will see whether the performance is going accordingly, or whether the performance is done in time, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ performance ಅನ್ನು check ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, whether the performance is good or bad, that will be also checked here. So here the supervisor, he will check the performance of the work by the performance of the work of the employees by setting the target, because he will assign or he will give the work and he will set a target, and obviously he can check whether the performance is good or bad. Okay. So the supervisor ensures the performance of the work by setting the targets. Next is supervisor provides good on the job training. See, I have already discussed in the staffing chapter what is on the job training and off the job training. On the job training in the sense the employees will be placed in the job and the training will be given to them, whereas in the off the job training the employee will be away from the job situation, actual job, and the training will be given. After that he will be asked to take the actual position. But here what I want to convey is the supervisor, he will guide, he will instruct the employees. So indirectly what happens, he will be a good on the job trainer to the employees, because while instructing, if there is any difficulties, the employees will ask the supervisor and he will instruct what are the things to be done, how the work has to be performed, or anything for that matter, alva. So ella work annu kuda help yaar ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, supervisors, because his work is to supervise. He has to look after the whole work of the organization, okay, his team particularly. So here he will instruct how the work has to be done, everything he will instruct. After that he will ask the employees to work. So he will provide a good on the job training. So he also acts as a good on the job trainer to the employees. Okay. Next is influences the workers. Yes, the supervisor has a greater task here, because good leadership quality. The supervisor, in other name we can call it him as we can even say the supervisor as a leader too. So here with the good leadership skills, the supervisor, he will influence the workers, because the leader is one who influences the person, those are with him, right? So nam jote yaridaro, boss in the sense avaru maatra hogtara, avaru hinde yaru iralla. But leader in the sense, he will also move along with him, he will take his employees too. Likewise here the supervisor, with his good leadership skill and with his good nature and good friendly relationship, he will influences the workers in the organization. Okay. So that is one of the importance of the supervision. And finally gives a feedback. Yes, obviously who can give the actual feedback to the employees? That andre ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಅವರ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ದ ಟೀಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ he only can give that. Here by setting the target, the supervisor, he will analyzes the work done by the employees. With that, not only analyzing the work, he will give the actual feedback too. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ರೋಸಿ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್, ವರ್ಕ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ he will appreciate, but if there is any loopholes, that will be also informed by the supervisors, so that the manager, the employees in the organization, they can correct their mistakes and even they can develop themselves. Okay. So these are the aspects involved in the supervision. Okay. So in directing, the supervision has a greater role to play, because he has to supervise the whole employees in the organization, and it is not a simpler task, because the employees will be from the various backgrounds, their expectations and taste preference, everything vary from person to person. But the supervisor, he has a greater challenge to get the work done from them. Okay. He has to guide the efforts of the employees as well also other resources, only then he can effectively reach the objectives of the organization. So this is regarding the concept of supervision, the meaning of supervision, as well as the importance of supervision. In other words, what is the role played by the supervisor. Okay. Hope you are clear with this. So this is regarding the concept of supervision. Next, in brief, I will take up the next element of directing, that is motivation. Okay, so what is the next element? Motivation, very much important, because in sometimes even we are also required of motivation, right alva? So even we human beings also, we face many problems in such cases, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, motivation is very much important, because the motivation motivates us to do something more and something new and something good, and which will be beneficial for our life. Okay, so here in the organization too, that is very much important, because the employees in the organization and the, see, as I said in the last classes I have discussed, the employees as well as the organization, they both have their own objectives to be achieved. Employees will be having their own objective, they will concentrate on achieving their objective. The organization, they have their own objective. But here the manager has a greater task, he has to motivate the employees by telling them, yes, so by achieving, by doing the work properly, even their objectives will be also achieved, as well as the objectives of the organization can also be achieved. Okay, so now let us see what is the concept of motivation. Yes, motivation. Motivation is nothing but stimulating the people to action. So ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ, sometimes they will refuse to work ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ the employees has to be motivated in such a way. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ, because with the good supervision only we can come out with the good work. Likewise, with the good motivation only we can get the work done from the employees. Here too, motivation is nothing but we have to stimulate the employees or stimulate the people to the action. Andre by giving the proper motivation only we can take, or we can make the employees to work, or we can make the employees to do their work properly. Okay, and that we have some interrelated terms like motive, motivation, motivators. What is this motive? Motive, it is nothing but the urge, the internal, nodi motivation annuvantadu, it is nothing but it is I am going to discuss it. Nodi, it is nothing but motivation andre it is the internal feeling. Okay, so here motive in the sense it is the urge, or it is the desire or the aspiration. So for example, I want to have a motorbike, or I want to have luxury house, or I want to have a good jewelries. Likewise, I should possess good jewels, or likewise aspirations anta heluvantadu, athwa urge, desire, it will vary from person to person, right alva? So ee reetiyagi, so adanna navu enanta helteve, motive. So for example, hunger, so adu kuda, so ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಫುಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, when we have the hunger. Thirsty ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿತೇವೆ, when we feel thirst. Likewise, okay, motive in the sense it's the urge, desire or the aspiration. Next, motivation. Motivation is nothing but it is stimulating towards the action. Next is motivators. What is this motivators? It is nothing but the techniques that will motivate the employees, or the techniques, for example, giving bonus, giving incentives. Likewise, so ಈಗ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, we will say yes, if you finish the work I'll give chocolate. Likewise, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು motivators ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮಗು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, to get the chocolate he will finish that work. Likewise, so motive, motivation and motivators, these are interrelated terms in the motivation. Now let us see in brief what are the features of this motivation. So ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥದ್ದೇ features ಏನು motivationದು. Okay, first one, motivation is internal feeling. Okay, I hope you agree with this. It is internal feeling, because we cannot see motivation ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, because I have ನನ್ನ motivation ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನನ್ನ motive ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ, I have to possess this. The motivation, it varies from person to person. The expectation of the person, it varies alva. Yes, likewise it is a internal feeling. So first feature of motivation, it is the internal feeling. My motivation will be different. ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ವೈಸ್ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸಿನ ಮೋಟಿವ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ದ ಮನಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್, ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ the reputation will be the motivation, for some the promotion will be the motivation, likewise. Okay. So, always what I want to say is motivation, it is the internal feeling, the urge, the desire, the aspiration. I want to become a rich person, or I want to become an IAS officer, or I should possess a good house, or I should possess a luxury car, likewise. Okay. So, it is an internal feeling. First of all, the first feature of motivation is it is an internal feeling. Okay. The next is it produces goal directed behavior. Motivation produces goal directed behavior. How it is? See, for example, I will motivate, the employees in the organization is motivated. So, if you work well, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸತಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೋನಸ್ ಇದೆ, or there will be hike, or there will be promotion, there will be incentives. What happens? The motivation, it produces the goal directed behavior. So, the employees will be motivated to work for it. As I said with the example of that kid, ಅವನಿಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ we will ask the kid ಅಥವಾ children to do the work. In that, what we will give? Yes, if you complete that work, I will be giving you the chocolate or biscuits, whatever. Okay, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೈ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ motivators, likewise. So, it produces the motivation, it produces the goal directed behavior. Okay, because usually in our life also we will be motivated, yes, I want to become, ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. So, in the organization too, the motivation, it produces the goal directed behavior. If we give the proper motivation, it will produces the goal directed behavior. The next one is motivation, it can be either positive or negative. Motivation can be positive or negative. How? See, for example, the incentives, the bonus, or the perks, whatever given in the organization, okay, so that will be act as a positive, that will act as a positive motivation. But sometimes in an organization, if the employees does wrong, will give him punishment, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಆ ಪೊಸಿಷನಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದು ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಬೋನಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಎಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮೈ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಈವನ್ when we give the punishment or other thing, it will demotivate the employees and it will urge us them, yes, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಐದರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಐದರ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ಸ್ ದೆಮ್, ವೆರಾಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, it is a complex process. Obviously, motivation is a complex process. As I said earlier, none organization or anything for that matter, ಯಾರೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು 5 ಬೆರಳು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್, ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಇಟ್ ವೇರಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಸೊ ಮನಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ motivation to some, but for some promotion it may be act as a motivators, likewise. So ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ, ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮನಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೋನಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ process mainly because of the mentality and the taste, the preferences and the expectations of the employees. So these are the concept, or these are the features of motivation. So it is an internal feeling, okay, it depends upon the person and it produces the goal directed behavior. So when we motivate, obviously they will work towards that achieving the goal, and it can be either positive or negative, and it is a complex process. Hope you are clear with this. So in today's session I have taken up with the two elements of directing, that is supervision. So I have discussed what is the meaning of supervision and what is the importance or the role played by the supervisor, and next I have taken up what is motivation, and in that I have discussed what is motivation and what are the features of motivation. Hope you are clear with the session. Thank you.